All right, let's watch this. Like, I want to watch this. I was like, oh my god, it's just too much. It's when you first see something, it's too much, and you're not really focusing. So I really want to check this one out.
プレイステーションの友人から急になんか飲みに行こうぜっていう連絡が来て、なんのこっちゃと思って。
You grab drinks always. You grab drinks. You want to get something done. You want to get an idea through. You get drunk. You get them drunk. Your best audience is a drunk person.
格闘ゲームを作ってみないかというような提案をいただきまして。いや本当に聞いた時はびっくりしましたね。で、世界的に本当に有名な IP ですし、光栄だなと思いつつも、まず本当にうちの会社で大丈夫かなという不安もあり。
I want to go back to this line real quick because I really understand what his like, what he means by this specifically, by this line specifically, because like, I get they made Dragon Ball FighterZ, right? Great game, had a lot of characters, and albeit most of them the same one, it's like pretty big task to handle all of Dragon Ball, and even at one point Dragon Ball Z, and at one point even base Dragon Ball, and then they went to like GT characters, which is like a lot. It is a lot. However, it's all from pretty much like one storyline and a bunch of movies all coming out at relatively like a linear time frame. It's not like it's handling a Marvel IP is an insane task, because if they're pulling ideas and resources from everywhere, it's a lot. It's just a lot. You have to not only get the comic source material from the beginning, you have to get it from the beginning all the way to current, and then there's so many different comic runs you have to go through of, well, does this work? Could we use this? How would this go into it? And it's just having to go to sift through so much information and so many variations of like the same, and multiple variations of the same character and what that character goes through. It's a lot. It's a lot. I know it's all, like I said, variations of said same character, but it's still a crazy thing to kind of go through and to kind of handle. Especially because they could just pull from the most popular characters. They for sure. But I imagine they also want to they don't want to dismiss any characters that are like smaller, that don't have a lot of eye from the mainstream, I'd say. Like, the mainstream is definitely what is going to get their sale numbers and their audience. Like, clearly, obviously, they started the trailer off with Captain America and Iron Man, for the perfect characters to have fight in a Marvel fighting game. And then we went with Spider-Man, Doctor Doom, Ghost Rider, Storm, Mrs. Marvel, which are pretty popular characters. However, now we're going to see what they do with the rest of the roster, So I really understand this crazy, like, this thought of, can we handle it? Is it too much? Would it be too much?
不安もあり。
But I feel like they could. That's the thing. I feel like they could. It's not easy, but I feel like they could.
The inspiration for working on this project really came from a place of pure fandom and wanting to say, why isn't PlayStation in this space?
So PlayStation approached us with this vision to bring Marvel back to the forefront of the tag fighting genre. And that got us really excited because we had worked with them before on successful stuff like the Marvel Spider-Man franchise with Insomniac.
When it came to approaching Marvel, you have to kind of first float the idea and let them know, hey, you know, we're thinking about approaching a company like Arc System Works to make a fighting game. We'd love to partner with you to do this really great collaboration. Would you be interested?
When they named the developer, that really perked up our ears. It's always refreshing to work with a team that will take on the challenge of tackling Marvel, putting their own spin on it, and then just uppercutting that challenge into the stratosphere. And that's what you get with this team. I mean, they couldn't make something boring if they tried.
社長からも本当に作れるんだったらぜひやりたいねっていうことを言われました。まあ話を受けてしまった以上これは私がプロデューサーなのかなっていうところで。
The tricky thing is that most fans, including myself, see this as a sacred genre for Marvel. The tough part is finding a partner that's crazy enough to take on the task, because you either do something like this big and bold, or you don't do it at all.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, they're like, bring out the starting lineup, you know, bring out the starting lineup to handle this kind of game. Do not hand this to a dude that like has a good idea, that could have a good idea. Hand it to the dude that like will. He will. He's like, we're gonna hand this to the guy, to the veteran.
I feel like I have a good grasp on their art style and how they would approach certain IPs. You come in with your kind of own expectations of, here's what I would expect to see from Arc System Works when they take on a Marvel IP. And what came up was something that went beyond that.
一番最初にマーベルさんに提出した時はなんとなくマイケルさんの反応はあんまり芳しくなかった印象があって、まあ何がまずいのかなっていろいろこうやっぱり直接話していくうちにもっとアークのやりたいマーベルを見せてくれというような話をいただいたことがあって。
I remember personally the first time I saw Iron Man was really when I felt we had something special.
なので今回のアイアンマンのデザインを皆さんご覧いただければ分かると思うんですけども、かなりこう日本らしいアークシステムワークスらしいデザインっていうのが、出ているかなと思うので、マーベルの皆さんの反応がすこぶる良くて、あ、これなんだみたいないう感じで。
Iron Man is supposed to be the sleek fighter jet, think luxury race car mixed with a brick house. And the fact that they added anime mech elements to him just felt really naturally at home.
One of the mantras that we have for this project is from Japan to the world, and really trying to...
Yo, hold on. Bald Doctor Doom. No hood Doctor Doom. Okay. I think it's a really interesting way they're handling the art style, because look, we have this version of Storm, right? Super defined, like really defined facial looking character, is pretty like detailed, and then we go to
mantras that we have.
We go to not Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel. Is that her name? I forget her. It's Miss Marvel, right? Yeah, Miss Marvel. We go to Miss Marvel, and it's like, I should just call her Kamala Khan. And she has this more simpler style, you know? It's like a little more cartoony. And clearly what we see next, which I didn't even notice the first time, was these Spider-Man facial animations. Like, look at that. This is like practically Deadpool emotion, mask emotions. Of like, look at his eyebrow raise. Look at that eyebrow. Look at that. And then we have his laughing one, his like hella pissed one, his mad one, his neutral, and then his like surprised. They're very like, I'm not gonna say cartoonish. They're very, expression. There's like it's major expression going on here. It's kind of like interesting the way they're handling
and really
the art style differing from character to character. And then we go back to like serious. Look at this Doctor Doom. he's gonna kill you, kind of like he's here to
the gameplay
kill.
mechanics and say, what can we really take from Japan, the creators that are doing awesome work here, and bring that to the global platform?
まあ特別なところいっぱいあるんですけど、まあ本当にやっぱり強調すべきは、まあ格闘ゲームのチームバトルの中では4対4というのがまず本当に意欲的で挑戦的なところだというところと、
When ARC looks at these Marvel characters, it's not simply just the visuals, it's also the gameplay mechanics and adding in that, what is that pop? What is going to be something that's different? Up until now,
Yeah, that's a cool shot right there. Is he holding a grenade? Oh no, that he has like little jaw hinge, like fire blasters going out. I thought he was
we've
holding a
seen TIE
grenade in
fighters
his
that have
mouth.
2v2, 3v3. We felt like we just had to go 4v4. And in doing so, we found a lot of unique and fun ways to change up the gameplay that I think players are going to be very excited to see.
まあ今回4対4というまあ革新的なところにチャレンジしている中で4キャラクター練習しないと
This game is
勝
coming
てない
out
んじゃないの
next
とか
year?
安心してください。
Learning 4 characters is extremely
I
daunting,
imagine-
but the team at Arc
Damn,
System Works
hold
has
on.
found a way to
ください。
Go
し
back.
ている中で4キャラクター練習しないと勝てないんじゃないのとか安心してく
Yeah,
だ
that's
さ
a
い。
meter burn.
learning 4 characters is extremely daunting, but the team at Arc System
I think Spidey has a counter. He has like a counter move. Did you see that? His like he had a little Spidey sense go off and then he dodged it. Hold on. Go back. Go back. Go for it a little bit. Hold
4
on.
キャラクター練習しないと勝てないんじゃないのとか安心してください。
learning
It's a little Spidey sense
4 characters
and he dodges.
is extremely
Spidey sense, he dodges
daunting,
and then
but
attacks.
The team
Okay,
at Arc System
he
Works
for
has
sure
found
has
a
like
way
a
to
counter
design a
button.
system that adapts to your playstyle.
A counter
so you can either
stance.
duke it out as just the leader and 3 assists, or you can tag in your assists to swap the leader and change the matchup on the fly.
What does that mean? That's such a weird. Like, if it's just a normal tag team, like every character has their own health bar, that's such a weird way to phrase it. Because it makes it sound like there's only one health bar per character. Like, there's one team health bar rather than because he's saying you have a leader with 3 assists, and then you can call in those assists and swap out the leader. But the way that sounds like that sounds like just normal tag team fighting, but he makes it sound like it's like a tag team with only one big health bar.
System that adapts to your playstyle. So you can either duke it out as just the leader and 3 assists, or you can tag in your assists to swap the leader and change the matchup on the fly.
I don't think a lot of people thought this day would be here, would come. You know, this has just been an awesome journey, and I'm excited that we get to be able to share it with all the fans out there.
I'll tell you right now, a lot of fighting games, they never get to experience this level of production, and it's just a dream to even be working with these 2 great partners.
それは決してビジネスという枠組みではなくて、それぞれの強い思いの中でこのタイトルを成功させよう、いいゲームにしてファンに届けようと。
The 3 companies have come together to do this, and I think we really are going to make something magical here.
このタイトルですね、まだまだ開発途中で
They're
はあ
still
りま
deep in
すが、
development. Oh, yeah, I
続々と
imagine.
キャラクターも発表
I
してい
imagine
きたいと思いますし、
they
キャ
can
ラ
only
クタ
show
ー以外のコン
technically
テンツと
they can
いう
only
とこ
show
ろ
8
も今
characters,
後いろいろ出ていくと
which
思
is
い
like
ます。
that's like a
しばらく
pretty good starting roster already. But it's oh my god, how many characters will there be? They have like 8 characters that are pretty well done, and they still need to probably tune them, and then like we saw them earlier, they have kind of a build
楽しみにお待ちいた
where
だけ
it's
れば
just
な
that
と思います。
stage
Stay tuned.
with and like they're moving the characters around, but there's no UI or anything. That's cool, man. This game's gonna be freaking awesome. I'm gonna get this game. This is like a day one to me. This is a genuine, like, I'm really excited kind of game.